going at. Yes, if you just want to introduce yourself and go into the issue and
Sure.
yeah.
I'm Bruce LaBruce. I'm here at the Toronto Film Festival showing my new film, Gerontophilia. It's interesting that there's a lot of controversy these days about films with gay content, especially in Russia and places where the gay movement perhaps isn't as developed as it has been in North America and in the West. I was in Moscow 2 years ago showing my work at the Tomorrow Film Festival, which is a very interesting independent art film festival. I was on the jury and showing my film LA Zombie. I also did a master class showing a lot of clips from my other movies, which can be quite explicit, sexually explicit, and certainly homosexually explicit. And it's interesting to me that at the time I didn't really feel a kind of like homophobic vibe in general. I was welcomed, you know, by the festival. I showed a very difficult movie with gay content that was banned in Australia, and yet it showed, you know, at a big theater in Moscow and with a sold-out audience. So, you know, these kind of waves of disapproval about homosexuality can sometimes be cyclical. They come and go, and when they do flare up, you know, as they are now in some Eastern European countries and in Russia, I really think they should be confronted head on. I'm not really convinced that boycotts are the way to go. I've shown my gay-themed films and, you know, sexually explicit films in some very challenging places. I've showed my films in South Africa and in Hong Kong. There was a retrospective of my work about 7 years ago that showed. It was the first time that they showed homosexually explicit films at the Hong Kong Gay and Lesbian Film Festival. I was one of the first filmmakers to show very, you know, explicit gay films in Croatia, in Zagreb. I had a small retrospective of my films in Jerusalem, you know, 5 years ago. So, as well as Tel Aviv. So, you know, I think the best way to promote your work, and also the idea that there should be no censorship, that there should be no judgment about any kind of sexuality that is personal and sincerely expressed, is that you go and show the work. And you talk to people about it, and I have already been invited back to Moscow by a certain group to show some of my work, and sometimes you just have to take that risk and show the work to make a point.